Let's do the damn thing.
Let's do the damn thing.
Should we get Thai food?
Yeah, Thai food. And then, well, I froze, and then we were like, what do we do? Like,
you get over. He makes almost no motion that he saw. He just gives a small little nod. Yes.
Okay.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Gals on the Go podcast. It's Brooke.
And Danielle, and we're so excited. We have had some amazing guests on, I feel like. And today, you guys are just going to get Brooke and Danny.
Brooke and Dan, original
recipe.
pod.
Original pod, just the two of us. Hope you're all having a fabulous day as you're on your commute or you're on your little walk or folding laundry, as I always say. That's my favorite thing.
I know. Danielle folds a lot of laundry,
yeah,
I guess,
clearly.
because you have a lot of content for it. Yeah.
I just, those errands, chores.
Errands.
Errands.
That's all we do.
That's all we do. No,
we don't do anything else.
But we are always so grateful that you guys listen to our podcast. So also, we never say this. If you guys do love our podcast, give us a thumbs up on YouTube. Give us a follow on Spotify, Apple, a rating, 5 stars if you feel.
Yeah, you could just click. It takes 2 seconds.
It's so easy, and it really helps us. Like, we'd love to be in some charts. That would be fun.
Yeah, let's do the damn thing.
Let's do the damn thing.
Yeah, so we're recording this from LA. We're here at the Podcast One studio.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
I'm obsessed.
nice.
Can I move in here? It's
I know.
Gorgeous.
They're all so nice to us, and it feels like home because it's our network, so it's even more exciting.
Yeah, everyone's in. I feel important. Like, everybody comes in, they're like, hey, nice to meet you.
I know.
Yeah, like, you want to meet me?
Yeah, and then I got us pizza, bagels the other day. Like, they're always so when we walk into the studio, it's like, Podcast One welcomes Gals on the Go. Like,
I know. It feels like we're here for like a corporate presentation or something.
Yeah, they're like, you guys need to come to LA more often.
Yeah.
It's really so nice. We've had such a good time. We've just been driving around, having lots of giggles. Last night we went to the Comedy Store.
We did. So I guess
so
that's
fun.
I feel like I've heard of this as an iconic comedy venue in LA.
Oh, well, say what you said to me last night. What people call it.
The Store.
Yeah, Brooke was like, well, industry people would call this the store.
I had heard it referred to.
No, it's totally
I saw
true.
so-and-so at the store. We saw Trevor Wallace. I get the hype. I get the hype. I feel like I've seen his videos and like the little clips and a bunch of other comedians. Comedy style's different out here in LA.
It's different.
Uh-huh.
Like, I think New York, a lot of the humor they use for good reason is like, but the subway and like experiences you have in New York, and they do that here, but for LA, and so we couldn't relate as much.
Yeah, they're like, the Valley people be like, and we're like, we have literally no idea what this means.
Yeah,
We're
exactly.
Like, it's another language. But then again, I feel like there's like a lot of people go, I guess, tourists in both places.
Yeah,
Yeah.
feel bad for the tour. Not feel bad.
Yeah.
And that's only like one little percentage of their sets, I feel like. But and it's so funny, like they'll all talk about Coachella. But,
Yeah.
no one, but we also go to so many comedy shows that people are probably like, okay, who cares? But we had so much fun. It was so interesting, though. We were at the show, and they sat us in the second row. I was so excited. I was like, let's get made fun of. Like, obviously would have loved the front row, but I think you have to pay extra for the front row. And
we're on a budget. No, I'm kidding.
no.
They set us up with tickets.
No,
Our
we actually-
agents set us up.
I know,
We're
that
on a
felt cool.
list. I know. We're on the list. It didn't really mean much, but it was cool.
There was a list that we were on, and it was really cool. So we were really appreciative of that. But then the whole show, there ended up being an empty table in front of us.
And I hated every second
Brooke
of that.
hated it. I didn't like it
I was
either.
like, can we move up? Can we move up? Can we move up? But we didn't want to break any rules or anything.
Yeah, of course. Well, I think also, I feel like you were saying, like, at our shows, like, if there's a free chair right in the front, like, we want someone to sit there because it makes the performer, you're like, I relate as a performer.
Yeah, I relate. Well, I'm used to this now, playing at these clubs,
And, like, for them, too, like, yeah, exactly. Like, they want to, like, feed off of us. Not one of them talked to us. I was so sad.
No.
I love crowd work. I know you do, too.
Yeah, I was not excited. I was ready to I'm an influencer, and then they have their bits.
Someone really did make fun of podcasting, though.
Yeah, they were like, they're just giving anybody a mic and a camera these days.
I know.
Like, yeah.
We looked at each other.
Yeah, we were like, that's really funny. It probably hits stiff in LA because I feel like it's
really everyone has a podcast.
Yeah. No,
But, yeah.
that was fun. We also, we've been like recording a ton of podcasts that you guys are
So
gonna.
many podcasts, you guys.
Podcast. But then we have had a little bit of free time, pockets of fun. And I feel like you've been our social director. Danielle has been keeping me on track. She's like, okay, Brooke, we have to leave now. Like,
I'm the worst.
No, but I am not like that. You're more like type A brain.
Is it okay
like
that I'm doing this?
Yeah.
Okay, because I
great.
get nervous that it's
No,
like...
I don't love to be late or anything,
Yeah.
but I just am like, getting caught up in like the
No, that's what I wish I was better at. You're so good. You're so in the moment when you're talking with people.
Oh, really?
And it's so present and amazing. And I wish I was more like that, because when I know I have somewhere else to be, even if it's like my best friend in the world, like towards the end of the conversation when I'm like looking at that, I'm like, oh my God, I like actually have to go. But you don't want to like be a bitch, especially to someone you love.
Yeah, and be like rushing them, like, hurry up. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it's worked out well. Like, I feel like we each have our strengths, and I'll be like, okay, Brooke, and you're like, oh yeah, totally. Like, as soon as I say it,
Wrap
you're
her
like,
up.
We'll wrap it up. And then we go to the next place, and it's really fun.
And you're keeping us on calendar. I feel like you're the one that's like, we have to be at this place. Here's the address. Here's this. Like,
but
like
you're good at
admin.
logistics. You'll be like, Danielle, we simply can't go to both of those things. Like, you'll look ahead.
The times.
Yeah, you'll be like, we have to drive everywhere here.
We balance each other out.
Yeah, but
it's been working out really well.
Virgo and Aries. But yeah, we've basically like done a lot of most of our podcasts until like 1 or 2 o'clock. Oh no, that's not a lie. Longer than that. But the last day or two, we've had like a little bit more free time, I'd say.
Yesterday, not the day before.
Yesterday and today. I mean, yeah, yesterday and today.
Yeah.
The first 2 days we did a ton of podcast meetings, and it felt really good. Like, I'm sure you guys loved by this point the Pretty Basic episode is up.
Yes,
and everyone was so excited.
And everybody liked what we said, and we have some more in the can.
Yeah,
coming out. My parents always say, they're like, you guys should record some episodes to keep in the can.
Keep in
they
the can.
Always say that.
Basically, like batch recording.
Yeah,
but like,
yeah.
That's
They're like, just keep them in the can, just in case one of you isn't feeling well. I'm like, it's not a bad idea, but
I don't hate it.
The can is just a funny.
I like it. Keep it in the can. It's really funny.
Yeah. You're getting a phone call, and we have a running joke that Danielle always gets phone calls from Ryan at the most inconvenient times, but it's actually not from Ryan. So
it's my brother. Yeah, he also calls a lot. He's like trying to convince me because we're going to Miami. He'll like rogue text me. I feel like your brother's the same. Like, we don't hear from them, and they call with like an idea or like
a proposal. Yeah.
And so he texted me earlier, and he was like, "Hear me out." He says 30-minute flight from Miami to Tampa. Come see me in my new place. And I'm like, that's like the sweetest text you get from your brother. I'm like, I actually like I have somewhere to be on Monday.
Does he need you? Because you could book a flight.
I know. You know. I wish I could see him. It's a sweet thing, but yeah, it's this running joke that.
Oh, they always call it the most inopportune times. Yeah.
I know. I'm like, where were you when I was like sitting alone? But grass is always greener, of course.
No, you're very grateful.
Yeah, so we've done some fun things. The gals have done.
We have. Yes. So yesterday was a free day, and Danielle actually pitched me the idea. She was like, while we're out there in LA, like, we've been in winter, in New York. So she was like, while we're out there, I would really love to get to the beach at some point. And you're like, either Santa Monica or Malibu. I was like, if we're going to send it, let's send it.
Go all the way.
Let's go all the way.
To down the PCH.
Yes. Actually, we didn't announce this yet, but we did an episode with Girls Gotta Eat. It's coming up.
Yeah.
Ashley and Raina. And
you guys, this episode.
Oh, yeah. Just stay tuned for that. Buckle up for that. But they actually gave us the idea. We they asked like what we're doing this week. And we're like, oh, we're going to, we want to go to Malibu. And they were like, oh my gosh, you guys, are you Soho House members? And we're like, yes. They're like, okay, you can go to Malibu House, or what's it called? Little Beach House?
Little Beach House Malibu, I think.
Yes. You just email them, ask for a day pass. We don't know the little. We're like, we'll just do this.
Yeah, because I think you can apply to be a member there solely, but like we're like global members, so I think that's why maybe.
You got that global access.
Got that global. That's where I use Soho House the most. I was gonna say podcast one. Use Soho House the most. I feel like when you're in Miami, or if you're in, I think there's one. Chicago, we didn't end up going, but like it's fun when you're in a different place. Anyways, so grateful to them for that rec. It was the most, first off, the drive there. So there was like an hour drive, and then there was like an hour 30 drive. But half the reason we rented the car was literally for this Malibu trip, so we could drive along the PCH, vibe out, listen to really good music, and we found such a good playlist. There's literally a playlist on Spotify called Driving to Malibu or Driving Down PCH. We were having a really nice time.
Just enjoying ourselves. I mean, then we did hit traffic. Like then it was like then it was the LA traffic that everybody speaks of. Because we were cruising for a while, and it was actually like out of a movie scene. We're listening to the music, we see the house, we're like, woo. Then all of a sudden we hit the traffic. We're like, okay, no worries. We're not rushed or anything. And Danielle and I we're constantly having a meeting. We were like, okay, we're brainstorming. Yep. We're on the next thing. So we're driving. We're inching along. 3 mile per hour, 5 mile per hour stop. 3 mile per hour, 5 mile per hour stop. We're seeing some of like the food offerings on the side. Whatever. We're like we're just gabbing away.
Yeah, we were unbothered. Really.
No, I was chill
because we
at that point. At that point.
Oh, yeah. Brooke and I's obsession.
What Danielle taught it to me, the recitative, like.
The way she tells stories, she'll say phrases like, mind you, at that point, at this point, keep in mind. And now.
So now we keep saying it for everything. We're just saying, at that point, we didn't.
Yeah. Keep in mind you. Like,
No,
we'll just like say them all in one sentence. It's fun to do.
At that point, we didn't have much else to do that day.
Yeah.
We knew we were going to a comedy show. We knew it was a light day. So we're like, traffic, no worries.
Yep.
It's not like we're from New York or anything. And we're, no worries. We're cruising. I feel like we started pointing out some of the food places.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God.
Because I said I was a little hungry.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. We were joking around, though. Like, I was snacking on my kind of a rogue snack choice. I got dried mango with chili. It was quite spicy.
Was it good?
I like dried mango.
Okay.
Not freeze-dried mango, like dried mango.
Yeah.
I like it. It was from Erewhon, so like,
Of course.
But it was spicy enough that I had to like drink my water. I was like talking to you. I was like, oh, give me a sec. Like, But I needed a little snack.
Yeah. So then we're like driving along and I see this one restaurant. I'm like, oh, like as a joke, like, should we go there? And as I say there,
She goes, there.
We get a bump.
A
tap. A love tap, as I
mean,
call
it was definitely a bump from behind. Well, actually, I wasn't sure what it was at first. I thought it could be the car stalling
Oh, yeah, you
or
said.
like something. You knew it was a tap, though.
I knew immediately. I mean, like I felt it. And the first thing is like, oh my God, am I okay? Like you think about like, oh, whatever. But then we both just froze.
Well, you were like, are you okay? Is your neck okay? You were very good about it.
Well, I froze and then we were like, what do we do? Like, it was almost like we knew there was probably no damage and we were in this line. I was like, do we have to get out of this line of traffic? But we were like,
Yeah, because we're laying over. We have to, what are we going to do?
So I was
you think about the rental car. I feel like when you're driving a rental car, that's the biggest fear when you're driving a rental car. You're like, okay, I have a rental we just can't get ruined. Because
like that's
the one rule. Like,
yeah, we did buy like a little insurance for each day. So we were thinking about that, but we were like, okay, let's.
You thought about that. You were like, I'm going to get the
it was like
scratches protection.
It was like the smallest one, but I was like, I don't want them to be like, ma'am, I'm like,
yeah,
we're not dealing with that because I feel like even when you park here, like someone could,
of course,
hit your car, like,
yeah,
slide along your car. So I'm like, we have to pull over.
We turn around. The guy, like we're making eye contact.
Oh yeah,
making eye contact with the guy, and he just put his hazards on, so he was gonna stay in the second lane from the right, so like the left lane. It was standstill traffic, mind you. At this point, it was standstill traffic, so he was locked. He didn't want to move.
And that's just also rude because there's already so much traffic.
Yeah, so he was just going to not move and make everybody go around him. So then Danielle was like, what should I do? We're like, okay, let's get over.
Yeah.
You handled it so well.
So did you. Well, so then I needed Brooke's help, though, because so I'm like trying to put my blinker on so I can go cross over to the parking lot of this restaurant I pointed at that point.
Karma. You were like, should we get Thai food?
Yeah, Thai food. And then I'm like, okay, well, now we're in this Thai food parking lot. So I feel like we should have eaten there. Who knows?
Yeah, so Danielle gets us over one lane, and then we have to go over one more lane. But then I was like, this guy could just go on
he was staying there. He wasn't following us.
He wasn't moving. So then I said, no worries. I rolled down my window, and I pointed with my pointer finger at his car directly. I go, you get over.
She has her like brown Y2K sunglasses on. Like it was giving like Paris Hilton. Like
it was.
Get over here. Like God, everyone's watching.
Everyone's, and I pointed with my full chest. You get over. And he doesn't even. He makes almost no motion that he saw. He just gives a small little nod. Yes.
Okay. So we pull up.
We get over. We get out of the car first, and we check no damage. I mean, we're good. So then we're like, how do we proceed?
I know. We were like, damn, like.
I want to teach this guy a lesson, but.
I know. It's like, we got to give a little something to him.
Because he was clearly on his phone or something. Like, there's no reason why you should have hit. You know, like, absolutely none.
None.
So
then he pulls up, and I'm like, he doesn't. I feel like you would get out of your car immediately, like, oh my God,
are you okay?
It's 2 girls versus 1 guy. Like, come on.
You're right. And you'd say, "Oh my gosh, are you okay?" I'm so, or at least act a little apologetic,
like a little eyebrow furrow or something.
Give me an excuse. Give me something.
And so he opens the door. He doesn't even get out. He's just like sitting there, and he's like, the first thing he says to me, he's like, "I'm looking for my information," and I'm like, I'm still waiting for him to say I'm sorry because I'm not gonna say I'm sorry. Like we were just sitting there.
He hit us.
So then I was like, oh, well, actually, it's okay. Like, not that he even apologized. It's actually okay. Like, there's nothing. We just checked the back car. There's no chips, no damage, anything. So it's fine. And he was like, oh, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, it's fine. He's like, okay, sorry. I said, just be safe, okay? Be careful.
Yeah, Danielle like told him, she's like, just be safe.
And I walk away in my flowy dress, like, bye.
On the way to Malibu. It was really funny.
It really bothered me, though. I was like, could you at least just, like, I mean, obviously we were okay, and we weren't gonna, people like, oh, my neck. Like,
yeah, that's why you're like, is your neck okay? I was like,
is your neck
should
okay?
It be fucked up?
I know. I like,
I get it, though. You do hear that. They say, like, but that's like if you're going to file an insurance claim, I think. They say to go to the hospital to get checked out or whatever to, like, because just in case,
I know,
at
but
that point, your neck was crooked.
Mind you. Crook in
you
your
got,
neck.
yeah, like something happened.
Yeah, but
whiplash or whatever. It was so, like, I mean, we were literally going 2 miles per hour. Like, there's no way.
It was just like bumper cars almost. It was like, oh, hi.
Yeah, and we're in a pretty big car. So I feel like that's also why probably we were safe.
Yeah. So, but it was
hitting like a unit of a car. Like, we're in like a fucking
I know.
truck. Not a truck, but it feels like it.
So it worked out.
Yeah.
It was fine.
It was
thankful
really
that
funny.
we were.
You get
No, Brooke was literally like, I feel like your whole body was out of the window. Like, come on! And he's just like,
The people got a free show that day.
I just can't believe he just sat in his car and was like, hey. So disrespectful.
I know.
Men these days.
But we've had lovely experiences with the people out here.
Other than that, yes, you are actually so right.
Everyone's like so kind. I asked granted it was at the sauce. I asked someone to watch my bag. She was like, oh my gosh, of course. Like, everything is just like, of course, no worries, for sure. What else can I do for you? Like, it just feels like people are, like, New York could never.
No, sometimes I feel like in New York, I feel like I'm an inconvenience for everybody. But
you are. I mean.
Yeah, because we are.
Because we are.
Everyone is so, I feel like sometimes LA gets like a bad rep. And I sometimes maybe have thought that myself.
Me
just
too.
The vibes. And gals are here to say that we've had a really great experience.
Yeah, LA's in its redemption era for us, I will say.
We've all of our friends that lived here, it was never anything to do with that. It was more so just sometimes in the industry. But like we said, like everyone here at Podcast One has been so amazing and so sweet to us.
Yeah. And the people that we've met some subscribers. Like, everybody's just so lovely. Like, we're blessed, I would say. So I would say LA. For me, this is probably my favorite LA trip I've ever done.
Yeah, no, same. This has been the best.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. We love Squarespace here at Gals on the Go. Squarespace is the all-in-one platform that is for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. It is a website platform. So whether you're just starting out or managing a growing brand, Squarespace makes it easy to create a beautiful website, engage with your audience, and sell anything from products to content to time, all in one place on your terms. So if you go to our website, galsonthegopodcast.com, we made it with Squarespace, okay? So you don't have to hire those like crazy expensive like coders and like make it so complex. Like, no, we can go in and update our own website with ease and quickly and easily change everything around, but it still looks beautiful, okay? We love that we can sell our products online with an online store. So whether you sell physical, digital, or service products, Squarespace has all the tools you need to start selling online. We love the flexible templates on Squarespace. Like I said, we can go in and easily kind of flip things around. There are designs for every category and use case to customize your look, maybe update your content, and add features that fit your business's unique needs. We also love the social media feeds on Squarespace. So you can like put in your Instagram or whatever social media you want, and it's like a live feed. So you are always getting the live updates from Gals on the Go. It is so important to have kind of like a catch-all place for your business, brand, whatever it is you're doing. So if you are in the market for a website and you want to make it easy, because why not just make it easy on yourself? Use Squarespace. And if you want to check it out, go to squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/gals to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Once again, go to squarespace.com/gals to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Thanks so much to Squarespace for working with us.
But what we really need to talk about, mind you, at this point of this podcast, you guys, Brooke is on her first out of 4 trips.
It's a lot of trips.
Like,
it's a lot of trips. Wait. No.
1, 2.
I think I might be back. I think I'm back by at this point.
Sorry, at this point of recording.
At this point of recording, I'm on 1 out of 4. At this point, when the episode goes up, I have returned.
You'll be
hopefully
returned.
Safely.
Yeah. Hopefully safety. Very
yes,
safe.
I'm traveling by land, boat, and sea. Literally.
Yeah. No. So please walk us through your journey.
Land, air, and sea.
Yes.
That's what it is. Land, air. Oh my gosh. So I booked forever ago feel very fortunate. I booked I'm working with Virgin Voyages, going on my maiden Virgin Voyage. But I love a cruise. You know me. You've cruised.
I've been on many cruises.
Yes. So I knew that it was like my boyfriend's spring break. I was like, let's go on our maiden voyage, Virgin Voyages. It's adults only. I can't fucking wait because it's adult.
Yeah,
that's the worst
cool.
part about a cruise is the families and stuff. And like,
I know.
That's great if you're a family.
Happy for them.
Fantastic. But like, it's nice that there's a distinction that you have that option or you don't.
I know.
Because at this point,
Yeah.
I do not have any children, mind you.
Yeah. It's so fun to say.
It's so fun. Please
say it with us. Thank you, Risa Tisa.
Thank you. Mind you, I'm really excited for this trip. Then we booked LA. I was like, oh, I have a week free here. So then it kind of filled in. I was like, all right, somehow I need to get to Miami in this in between. Manifested that. Moroccan Oil said, hey, we're having a brand trip for the Miami Open. So come watch some tennis and get your hair done and try the new product.
And stay at the one hotel.
Literally.
And go to Carbone.
All of our favorite things in one trip. And it just so happens to be the days in between this trip and my trip, my maiden Virgin Voyage that leaves from Miami. So I feel very lucky. It all worked out.
It's so great. I'm so excited.
Thank you. I feel really lucky.
Yeah.
So we go LA to Miami, Miami to we go to Mexico and the Bahamas, and then from there we return to Miami and we're gonna go to Boca for a few days, hang out with Ben's grandparents. I don't like to do this. I don't like to do this. This is such a privilege to take, obviously, but I'm a homebody. If you guys know me, I'm a gal on the go, but no, really, I'm a gal on the go to bed.
Gal on the go needs breaks.
Yeah. I like a pit stop at my house.
So do I. I mean, who doesn't? It's nice to repack the suitcase.
Yeah, because I had to pack for I packed really poorly. It was just.
I think you feel that for LA, but I think
the rest will be fine.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the rest are all the same. And LA really is too, but LA's been a little bit chillier than I think.
Yeah, I brought one sweater. I've worn it every day.
Yeah, it's come in handy. That white sweater has seen some shit.
It's the most.
I don't know why I worded it like that.
It has. It smells.
Oh, I don't mean it like that. I meant it's been around.
No,
with
literally,
us all
it
week.
went to the beach. It went to the comedy show.
Yeah, it went to John and Vinny's probably.
Yeah, it did. It went to the coffee shop this morning.
Yeah, we went to Community Goods.
That was great.
Find.
Went to John and Vinny's. Great. I feel like this is a really good LA trip because
we've purposely tried to try new places.
Yeah.
That we've been wanting to try that are
and
LA.
some classic faves.
And the Grove, of course.
The Grove.
So
Sun Life, great smoothies.
Yeah, Brooke did some Soul Cycle. I did some Pilates.
One singular.
One each.
One singular Soul Cycle class.
Convinced her to not go this morning. So
we did a walk.
We went for a 30-minute walk. There were some hills. We were back, but
there was a hill that went down.
Yeah, but downhill.
Is that still working?
It's oh my god! I'm trying to. What is it working out? Your calves?
Oh, okay.
I guess I'm trying to think. What
all right,
muscles
say
activate.
less. So these are my trips, and I'm really excited. I also haven't really traveled. Well, we went to Texas to see Kenzie.
No, it's redemption from January. I feel like January you needed all of these trips.
I needed a trip.
Yeah.
So I'm really
happy
excited
for you.
Thank you. So trip back to back to back, and then I'll be back. So we'll see. I'm excited. I feel like all of them are kind of adventure-filled trips.
Yeah.
These are it's not I'm just going and sitting at a house. I feel like it's where you have Ben wants to do excursions, that kind of trip.
Yeah, it's nice of you, but it's fun. You'll be happy once you.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Are you ziplining and stuff like that?
No, not that I think.
No, yeah.
I don't think that
scuba diving or
he will scuba dive. I think maybe. I think we're gonna do a chocolate tasting class or something. It was
fun.
Chill. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be good.
No peanuts for me, please.
No peanuts for Brooke.
Yes, but what about you? Well, then you return home after this. I'm
I will return home.
I asked Danielle. I was like, "What are your plans next week? I won't be there." So
I know. I'm off. I'm off work. It's so weird. Brooke's going to Italy in a month or two. I'm like, oh my god, those 2 weeks. Because I'm sure we're gonna have pre-recorded podcasts. So it is fun. Not fun, but
you're I love when Brooke goes.
No. It's fun to have them pre-recorded. Nothing to I wish you were still there, but it's fun to have them pre-recorded
in the can.
It's fun to have them in the can. I can't lie, because then we're like, oh my gosh, I think it's just the planner in me is oh my god, we literally have these lined up. We already have the photos taken for them.
It feels good to be ahead for sure,
because we do pride ourselves and we like to have our podcast pretty current. So we're usually basically every week at the bottom of the like, okay, we like have to get this up. But it is fun sometimes to be like, we have these all done already.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where I was going. So Brooke will be gone. I'm doing a photo shoot for something really exciting that I'll be announcing.
Big things coming.
Big things coming. It'll be Easter. I'm going to stay with my aunt on Long Island.
Oh yeah, you have you told me your lineup is full.
Yeah, and then right when you get back, I'll be leaving because I'm going to a wedding for some of my best friends.
Are you gone for the whole week?
No, but like,
like
you'll
come
come
for a few
back and then a
days.
few
Yeah.
days. I'll, you got the vibes. I'm going to South Carolina for a wedding, but you'll have been. I'll be up to who knows what I'll be up to while you're gone. Just messing around New York City. I'll hold it down for you.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Keep her under control.
But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at this point.
Mind you, we will keep you guys updated next week with everything.
Yeah, we're so excited. And
we'll release the guest episodes like periodically so that you guys will still hear from us like currently.
Yeah, and they're all gonna have current intros. So like it's like
so if you see a guest episode and you're like, oh my gosh, this is so old, it's like the current.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. No, because we do, like we said, we pride ourselves in like keeping it current. So you'll have still updates from us every week. And yeah, so fun. We're entering a really exciting and busy season. I feel like April, May.
Yes.
Like,
I'm excited. We both have big things coming, I feel.
Yeah, we do. Your thing
My thing.
I
don't want to hype it up too much.
Okay, so we have listener submissions from you guys. We're going to do some girl talk, unless there's anything else, ketchup and mustard. I'm trying to think.
No, I mean, we've been talking
Yeah, we've been
nonstop.
talking all
week.
week.
Can we count what episode this is? We did 3 the first day.
7.
Wow.
I'm counting like podcasts we've been on as well. 2, 4. It's a plane.
I was gonna say my maiden voyage is waiting for me right outside. I hear
Honk, honk.
horn, like because you know they did the horn.
2, 4, 5. Okay, 6. We've done. This is our 6th though. This is our 7th episode.
Yeah, it's a lot of content.
Oh, I thought you were saying some another word. No content. Okay, so Brooke's got some. You guys, we love girl talk, and we thought this would be a fun little check-in of doing some spicy catch-up girl talk. So, Brooke, what you got for us?
Oh, I'm kicking her off.
Yeah, except I'm not logged in.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
We're here on the at Gals on the Go podcast. Follow us on Instagram, and we just said, ask us things, and yeah.
Excited.
Girl talk, I guess.
Girl talk. We love girl talk.
I actually think this is really interesting. How do you feel about splitting bills with an SO when one makes more money than the other? Mic drop.
Yeah.
I feel like we never really talk about like finances with like relationships and whatnot. And I feel like that we actually have kind of unpacked this a lot in the recent, like I feel like individually, like we've been talking
we
about
talk about it.
We talk about it a lot. And my answer to this is there is no answer. Like every couple is different. Every relationship is different. Like you have to do what works for you because I feel like there's a lot of toxic advice on both sides.
Yeah.
I see a lot of, he has to pay for everything. And if he doesn't, block him.
Fuck him.
And then I see the other side that's like, and they're both empowered feminist takes, and I'm a feminist too. So like, not to say that one's right or wrong, but then there's the other side that's like, well, I'm a feminist, so I believe we're 50-50. So it's like you hear both sides and you're like, okay, so which one is right? There is no right
I like
or
that.
wrong.
That's a good answer. I mean, I could share kind of like, I generally go by, if I text Ryan and I'm like, hey, I really want to try this Italian spot tonight, I'm going to offer to pay. We don't, I feel like what we do, and this is what works for us, is like one of us pays, and then like the next time it's like someone else. Or, so yeah. Anyways, if I text him, then I'm offering. If he's like, hey, I want to get dinner, or hey, let's order Uber Eats, like I'm going to expect him because he like offered it. That's kind of how it works. Or if it was a mutual decision that we both wanted to, then it's like, oh, you got breakfast this morning, I'll get dinner tonight, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how we do it. But there's definitely some times where we'll like go to, I don't know, like a fast food place and it's like, okay, you go ahead and then I'll order. Like, I don't know.
If you're ordering separately.
Yeah, like sometimes we definitely do. It's just kind of like, you're right, there's no answer.
Yeah, there's no, same. I feel like it's not that we don't talk about it. We definitely talk about finances, and like I feel like we have a lot of financial transparency, but it's more so just like a give and take. I don't see it as like a thing that it's like, well, I always buy the dinners and he always buys the this and like whatever.
It's fun to treat them too sometimes.
Totally. Yeah, I don't think it's, I mean, for me, it's an interesting situation because my boyfriend's in medical school, so he's like literally making negative money at this point.
Yeah.
Like there's like, versus like I feel very lucky that like I'm doing really well, so I feel like I kind of have a non-ordinary situation, and I know a lot of men feel I'm not trying to speak on behalf of all men, but I do know that this is how a lot of guys feel. They feel like emasculated when like a woman is like, not that when a woman makes more, but like when they offer to pay and do everything because they're like, you know, like
they want to be able to provide.
Yeah. But I think that life ebbs and flows, right? Like, you know, there's going to be times when maybe one of you makes more than the other or whatever. And
I got to pat him on the back.
Yeah, I don't think, I mean, and that's not to say that I pay for it, like that I'm paying for everything out here. I think that it fluctuates. And I think that that's life. And, you know, but I guess I'm going to see how it goes. Like when we move in together with like splitting everything, I'm still kind of unpacking all of that. So I will keep you guys
it's fun
abreast.
talking to other friends and stuff.
But there's no right or wrong, just so we're clear. Because some of my friends, I have across the board answers, you know?
Yeah, I don't think, like, if it doesn't bother you, like, even if your friends say something about it, like, if it doesn't bother you and you're okay with your situation and you feel like it's a sound situation, it's fine. Like, I feel like everyone has their own opinion.
Yeah, I'd agree. Good takes all around.
That's a good one to start off.
Yeah, we started strong. Okay. This is, like, the way it's worded, I think that we can like kind of work with this. This is how weight plays a part in friendships, such as being the fugly friend. I'm sorry, I'm laughing because that's not. I know that this isn't true for this girl. I'm sure it's not. You look beautiful, or not being included. It could be weight. It could be like anything. I don't know if you've ever been in friendships. I can think of a few in my life. Or not even like just points in my life where I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like we actually just listened to a comedian's bit on this about going to Miami.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's so funny. She did a whole bit about how when you go to Miami, if you guys go to Miami, if you've ever been to the
clubbing in general, like big clubs.
If you're getting a promoter, how it's all like appearance based. It's like, okay, I want to come, I want to bring 5 of my friends, and then the promoter send a pic of your friends. Like it's like, bro,
who you got?
Really gonna be like this? I can't even believe that it's still like that.
It's
but okay, whatever. I don't know if you've ever felt like that. I don't want to make you feel bad about yourself. I don't know if you've ever felt that. Like,
no, yeah, I've definitely felt that way before. I feel like everyone has. Like, there's definitely like certain friends I'm with where, like, I feel like piece of shit. Not because they make you feel like that at all, but I think certain friends are like, oh my god, like she carries herself so well, she's so confident, and like that literally has nothing to do with you at all, or with them at all, but like you like put something on yourself. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I just think I've been in like I know in college, at some points in college where I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like the DUF, like the designated ugly friend or whatever.
Yeah,
like
definitely. When you're with a group of girls and like a group of guys come up to you and you're like, okay, well they won't talk to me. Like I've definitely had points of time like that. Or like on trips when you're at the pool, it's like, okay, well, I mean, obviously I'm in a relationship, but I'm like, I'm just gonna like stay away because like they probably don't even think I'm cute anyways. Definitely.
Yeah, or just points in life and how to deal with that. But I feel like it's all in your head, and I'm sure like you also can't compare. Like you're not in competition with your friends. Like let's be real, and I have to remind myself.
Yeah,
you know.
And if you have friends that are making you feel like shit, then that's a different situation. I've had points in time in my life where friends like will make comments about how they look. I mean, the worst is when someone's like, I hate when I wear the color yellow. I'm like, okay, well,
me in yellow right now, yeah.
Like, and there's a time and a place for that, and sometimes it's like, no, I really, like, it doesn't look good. I mean, I really like it on you, but sometimes when people worded it, it's like, do you not see that I'm literally wearing that right now?
Yeah.
It's tough, so I think people like that, so like, let's get them out of your life maybe. Or distance yourselves a little bit.
Yeah. I remember, like, feeling this way a lot. I'm like, not that anyone projected it onto me. It was just like my feelings, like how I would feel in like spring breaks and stuff. Like a lot of that. I definitely
spring breaks.
Yeah, I definitely remember having those feelings of, and the only thing is to work on yourself. Like, you know, especially if it's not your friend. Like if you could really look at this, step back, look at it, be like, are they making me feel like shit, or am I just feeling like shit?
Right. Yeah. I mean, I've never been the girl that's like I feel like that first day on vacation, when you put on your bathing suit, you're like, oof, this is new. Like, I haven't put on. And then, like, after the third day, I'm just walking around the house in my bathing suit, but it's, like, that first day. But then I have some friends who are just, woo, getting on my bathing suit now, no shorts. Like, I'm, like, a denim shorts on with the bikini top. Like, I'm that girl. For many reasons. I hate the bikini line of it all. I just don't feel, like, that's still something that I'm working on. So,
you recognize
it's valid. Yeah.
Yeah. It's, like, I hate that it has to be a comparison game, but I feel like that's also part of like being a woman, is like it's an innate thing to be like, oh, like, you know, comparing yourself to the beauty standards and whatever. But right. I can tell you that you're beautiful in your own way, and just because if I'm sorry that you don't feel that reflected. I've definitely felt that with weight things too. I can say I echo that
Yeah, I'm just trying to get personal experience to make you feel not alone.
Oh, that's good.
I feel like
no, in college or not even just in college, really. In recent years, like I feel like I've definitely thought about that and thinking about my weight comparatively to my friends. But it's like, who's to say what's right and wrong? Like we all have different measures. I'm healthy, you're healthy. Like what? That means nothing.
It means nothing.
Yeah. But not being included is another level.
Yeah, that's...
Then I feel like you got to find new friends.
Yeah, that's... I've definitely felt moments of that, I feel like, where you overthink and you're like, why aren't they reaching out? But I don't know. That's a whole other...
Yeah, that's next
that'll
level.
be next.
I feel like this is like relevant spring break time, though, of being like, you know...
Yeah, that's why
I'm in my bathing suit and I don't feel as hot as I should, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Here, why don't you pick one, Danielle? I'm asking Danny the phone.
Oh, are you having anxiety about it?
No, I just want you to feel included.
Oh, no, you're doing a great job. I feel like...
These are good topics.
This is interesting. Going out without boyfriends.
We actually have talked about this recently, too. Like the kind of, not ethics behind it, but just how to... Well, is this like opinion on going out without your boyfriends, or like how I've definitely seen like?
I was trying to read the second. She just said in/out. I think she means like, is that in or out, or does she mean like? I think she means like, is this in or out? I definitely like a little bit of both. I think it's I talked about it in our perfect weekend formula. My favorite thing is to like go to dinner with my friends and then meet up with Ryan and his friends after, and that's like ideal. But there's definitely times when like for example, we're here in LA right now, and I'm sure Ryan's gonna go out with his friends, and I feel like when you're in a relationship where you trust so much, like there should not be any sort of worry. Like he should be able to go have fun. Yeah, if like they're literally partying the whole weekend, or like and you're just at home, like that's a little strange. Like they should be wanting to see you.
Yeah, I think if there's no reason why you can't be in the same place, I think it's more so. I definitely go out without my boyfriend. Yeah, like if I have a concert ticket and my friends are going and he's not going, like I'm still gonna go. Like it's not. I don't plan that. Yeah,
absolutely. I don't know. Now I'm like I'm like, should I not be? Like,
no. I'm sure we all know some couples where they really don't go out without each other. Like I can think of some. I can think of one right now that I know that like it's like, are they both going out? Because like she's not gonna come out without him. Yeah. And I don't know if that's a thing that's in their relationship or if that's just like how they are, and you wonder about it. And I'm not saying that that's healthy or unhealthy. Different strokes for different folks.
You wonder about it. I like that.
Yeah, I reflect on it.
I wonder about that. I
don't think I'm out, but I do believe that there's a healthy line there. Yeah. Like I think that if you're going out all the time and it's to avoid hanging out with your person,
that's
like,
something to consider.
Yeah, maybe we don't like him. Maybe we gotta cut him loose. But
yeah, I got locked out of your phone. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, ma'am. Do you want to pick one more?
Sure.
You're having fun on here.
I'm on Brooke's phone. Oh my God, some of these are really funny.
Intimate.
I'm going here. Okay.
Oh my
God. Not that bad. It's not that bad. Favorite non-sexual turn on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it's not bad. For me, like, I love when I see them, like, talking to my friends, like, without me or family. Like, I think it's so attractive, like, or, like, them with their family. Like, it's just really attractive to me. And I'm like, oh, my God. Like, he doesn't need me in that conversation. Like, I like it. Or, like, when they're, like, enjoying it or when they'll come over and be like, oh, my God, he's the best. Like, I, like, love that shit.
Wow, that's really sweet. I was going to say when they, like, do something that's, like, winning or succeeding. Like, if it's, like, we're playing a video game and he wins, I'm like, oh, my God, that was very hot.
Yeah.
It's, like, a video game. You're probably like, what the fuck? But it's, like,
no, like,
did that.
You won. You beat me. Or you beat him.
Yeah, like.
Winning. And Brooke's like, winning. That is so Aries.
Yeah, it
like,
is. I'm like, I need to see you win.
Yeah. Get an A on their test.
Yeah, literally that. Like, succeeding.
Absolutely.
Like, I like to see someone who I like being recognized. I like to, or Ben does, he has so many in his room at home. It's really cute. Like his childhood bedroom. He has like the childhood bedroom that it's literally preserved. Like
it's a capsule.
It feels like it's been like frozen, locked in time, and you open the door, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm in 3rd grade. And I love it. And he has all of his Rubik's Cubes and he like can solve a Rubik's Cube. Like, I think that's so cute. Like, I love that. Non-sexual turn on. Like, I'm like, do the Rubik's Cube.
Yeah. You won't.
I think it's cool. Like,
it's so
I'm like,
cool.
yeah, like solve a puzzle, do like win, do a trick. Do a flip.
No, but yeah, when they have like a cool talent or like, yeah, I know what you mean. I like that a lot.
Yeah. Something that shows that. Do you guys ever pick your nose? Don't lie.
Yeah.
100%.
Literally, we were in the car and Brooke's like, I'm sorry. Like sometimes you literally just have to get something.
I know. I knew we were recording. I was like, oh, I just realized I feel crusty in here and I see it.
Yeah. Am I sitting there like going to town? No.
No, but
I feel like, especially with our long nails, it's so easy to kind of like get what you need to. But no, it's not like
I don't do it like in public. Like, yeah. No. But I mean, like, to me, that's not so gross.
I feel like everyone picks their nose. Come on.
I know. Like, you mean, okay, if you don't, then you...
That's actually kind of grosser. Then you have stuff all in there.
I mean, I'm not going to do it when I'm sitting at a restaurant. That's disgusting.
No.
But in the privacy of my own home, in the shower or something, maybe I'll pick my nose, sure.
Oh, in the shower, I like to clear out my nose. Like, I feel like I'm always like...
I feel like you hear like, like people like always blow out their...
Yeah, it's just fun.
Their nose in this, yeah. That's really funny. Silly. Best underwear for working out.
No underwear.
I do no underwear too.
Yeah, I was doing it for the longest time, and then someone said, "Oh, just don't wear underwear. You won't see the lines." I was like, "Oh, because you're just gonna wash it after."
When did you start this?
Like 3 years ago.
Oh, okay. Me too. Who was I? I was talking to someone recently. I told them that I don't wear underwear when I work out, and they were like, "Oh." And I was shocked, honey. I was shocked. I was like...
I think I know who you're talking about. I think I was there.
Oh, okay. And I was shocked. I was like, how... Wait. There's no way to avoid having lines. I've tried every type of underwear. I'm telling you, I've tried it. I mean, you have to wash your pair of...
Even the seamless ones, they bunch.
I know.
So, and then you have a wedgie and it's very uncomfortable, especially like when like spin where you're like, that's so uncomfortable.
Absolutely not.
And you're it's not like a pair of jeans where it's like, I don't wash my jeans every time I wear them.
Absolutely
Leggings, a sports bra, all that stuff, like you do.
You better, assuming you're washing it. Mind you, at this point, you must be washing it immediately, or not immediately, but like put it in your dirty clothes for hygiene. I
don't judge either way.
Yeah.
I do sometimes think about like my vagina just like on that athletic wear, raw dogging on the leggings.
That's really funny.
Because I feel like underwear is like built to like protect your lady parts.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting question. Yeah, neither of us do.
Yeah. Have any of y'all's friends ever wanted to date your brothers? How would you react?
My best friend dated my brother.
What?
In middle school.
When was this?
This was when Victorious was like out. Did you ever watch Victorious? My best friend's brother is the one for me.
There's a little
behind your time. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, that song was so popular, and at that point,
mind you,
my best friend at the time, dated my brother. Like they like kissed by the lockers and stuff.
She was in your grade? And
yeah, she was literally my best friend, and Freddie is 2 years below.
You're not friends anymore,
though. No, we're like friends. Yeah, but we're not. She's not like. Yeah, we're still best. We're still good friends. No, and we talk about it.
At this point, literally at this point.
No, she came to our Tampa live show.
Oh.
Yeah, she was like, we're like lifelong friends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but at this point, like literally in today's life, if let's just say one of your best friends, let's just say Freddie comes to town, they start like, hanging out and like hitting it off. Like how do you think you would deal with that today?
I mean, I'm curious to hear your opinion. I think it also depends on the friend, but I wouldn't be that bothered by it as long as it doesn't ruin like the friendship.
I think it would have to be one of my looser friends.
Yeah, like not like immediate, because I think that would just be like, oh, you're here to hang out with me or to hang out with him. Like that's.
Yeah.
I mean, then because I like, then you like the girlfriend, right? Like.
Yeah.
But.
I can't imagine that I would be so opposed. I feel like growing up, people were like, ew, that's gross. He likes my brother or whatever. But it's like, if you know that your brother's like a good person deep down and like you want the best for him and you know that your friend's a good person, like the only con that I could see is that it ends and then you lose your friend.
That's the thing. So I think like that second tier of friends. And
yeah, I think as you get older, you get more mature to that sort of thing though, and be like, look, they're both great. Like they should date,
Yeah, I think it's actually kind of cool. Like how, yeah.
We have a big age gap though, so it's a little different, I guess.
Yeah, I think that makes it like I feel like if we had an older brother, that would be an issue probably. If we had like an older brother who like I feel like that would happen.
But like if
sooner.
you dated my brother or if I dated your brother, like I feel like that would be too close. Like
we're
a little too.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But I could see a world in which
same. Like I'm not that like I don't want to be like that protective, annoying sister. Like if they really find themselves together, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, should we do one more?
Yeah. Let's see what else we've got.
Bring us home. That's my new favorite thing to say.
Mm.
It's like a Soul Cycle reference, I think.
How long should the talking stage be? I mean, who am I to give them?
In my head, it's like after like, I don't know if you're going on dates, but like if it's like 5 or 6 dates, or like after like, in my head 2 months, but maybe that's too long.
I did 2 months. Well, I mean, we were like, I guess we.
I was like a month and a half. Not even. Honestly, I was just a month.
Wait, what was the question? How long should the talking stage be?
Yeah,
That's
until you start dating. Yeah, is what I.
Well,
took
then
it
are
as.
we doing like then you start like being exclusive or like. I hate all these fucking things. It's like
so
we're talking, we're
Yeah.
together, we're not. I understand not hooking up with anyone else. I also understand that for like safety and like
Yeah.
sexually and like stuff like that. I think that's a really important conversation to
Yeah.
have. But the other stuff, like the like boyfriend, like the together versus boyfriend girlfriend, I never understood that difference. Like people are like,
Like-
we're together. I'm like, okay, so he's your boyfriend. They're like, no.
Yeah, so we each deleted the apps and we only talk to each other.
Exclusive, I think is I understand that category versus boyfriend girlfriend. No.
So what are you not understanding? Talking versus exclusive?
Yeah. Well, talking, I guess you could be talking to a bunch of different people. Exclusive,
Yeah.
I understand, like, because like for
So you do understand them all three.
for sexual, I guess. Ugh.
It's just like annoying. Yeah, I feel like
It
me
shouldn't
and
last
Ryan-
long.
No, yeah, it shouldn't last long. I guess 2 months is long. I only dated, talked, was exclusive, whatever.
Well, but then again, it's different for everybody, though. Like, what part?
Yeah,
of
some
your life
guys
you're
or
at.
some girls aren't ready. Like sometimes people need a little bit more time to be more intimate or to feel close to someone, or to. So a lot of people have walls up. Like I feel like
Ooh.
I know people that have like walls that it takes them.
You gotta
Yeah, you got to hammer it down
hammer
and
that
then-
wall.
and you have to have patience and grace. But no, I like you guys always submit such.
I know these are really thoughtful, and I feel like we're not experts.
Yeah, it's more so like let's just talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Brooke and I were filming a TikTok, and she was like, we were like in our robes, and she was like, "What the fuck is this wet spot?"
It
on
was a
my robe?"
random like just blotch of wet because I had just self tanned, and I was like, "That's weird. There should be no water involved
Yeah.
here."
And you were like, "My wet spot. Let's talk about it."
My
And
random wet spot. Let's talk about.
And then I was like, "That's so funny." Like just to put that in front of anything, like podcasting in LA. Let's talk about it. Like, and then I was like, "Should we make a TikTok?" And Brooke's like, "I don't think anyone else will understand that." So I was like, "Yeah, you're
It's
right."
a Charles Gross phrase.
No, I know
Yeah.
his phrase, but if we just like
The lore of yeah.
the lores, you would say. Well, I think that's all we have time for, as I keep us on
Oh.
schedule. But
Yes, meetings. I think I'm gonna have you drop me off at this. Danielle
Yeah.
has to go somewhere. I think I'm gonna have you drop me off at the smoothie bar.
Oh, Sun Life.
I'm literally addicted to
Oh,
these
then you
smoothies,
can
guys.
walk.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
I'm
I'm
hooked.
excited for you. We love you guys so much. Thanks so much for always listening and being so supportive. And follow at Gals on the Go podcast. Like this video, rate the podcast, give us a thumbs up. Did I miss anything?
We'll see
Follow
you.
us.
We'll see you next week with an update.
Yeah, we'll see you next week with an update from Brooke's Travels. I'm excited. Bye, you guys.
Bye.